You're welcome to...
Since time, remember. Draconic blood flows through the veins of... lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? Arisen? I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest. Shall I tell you more? What has stricken you, Arisen? Focus your strength, Arisen! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Here we go again. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. What's more, we could add a warrior to our ranks. What say you, Master? Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I shan't let them harm you. This is generally used as a material. I grant you roaring flame. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought. I will protect you. Well fought, Arisen. occupied! You're a welcome sight, Arisen. Got them on the run! I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Lay down your arms.
Turn out your...
You're all out.
That was superb, Arisen.
Arisen? I should...
A Medusa. You creatures are miraculous. Are you alright? Tis a foe worthy of caution. More to save our best will do. I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. Will turn you to stone. Seal yourself in the shadows to avoid it. Striking the beast's head ought to weaken its petrifying power. Avoid its gaze and aim true. Well done! Water's Head arisen. 'Tis a priceless artifact, and one of great potency besides. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
How's this? You keep your life, and I take the rest.
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have to quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. I quite agree. Now then, which way? I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. In caverns such as these that monsters thrive. gladly oblige. I shan't let them harm you. Thank you, Arisen. Now that was a satisfying bit of exploration. Though I should hope we need not always be so thorough. There, Master! Knackers! Battle is best avoided. You have my protection. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Sunset draws near. I am sorry. Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Well done, Master. Creatures who know death cling to alive. Are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Ord felt from the beast as it breathed its last. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? quenched our foe. My magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! First and foremost, we'll want to knock it off balance. It will prove a much easier target than lying prone. I've grabbed hold of our foe! Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Turn out your buckets! Taking the...
You little blighter.
It seems they bear us ill will. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I'll gather this. It might be of use. Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest. This seems a decent spot for a campsite. Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
I shan't let it fall. Well fought, Arisen. Methinks we can move this boulder if we work together. We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind. You have my protection. I grant you roaring flame. An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force. If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Oozes! There! Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. We have been doused in oil. Water is nigh invisible in this room. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. I knew you would prevail, Master. Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance. Out of the cave at last. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Let my magic grant you an elemental realm. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
My claws could use a tip.
Well, could use more places like this. We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt for us.
What to make of this?
I sleep on my woes, may have to go. On, job better be worth it. It's too bloody early.
Would that I ne'er had to leave.
Well met.
Go on, have a look.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll... See it done. Come again when you've more coin to...
Only thing
Well met.
It's just another opportunity.
Shall we get some rest then? To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to... Good morrow, everyone.
So tired. I'm barely the vic. What do you think you're doing in here? This patrolling doesn't come on my shoulders. Go on and have a look. Time's for heading home. You're worried. Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Always another errand to see to.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. Griffin descends. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Fetters of this world doomed to perpetuity. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell, and can this arisen rise against fate?
We have found a material. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Master! Go harpies! I will protect you. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
this. You keep your life, and I
Down your
take the
arms.
rest. Hand over your phone. I'll let you
Let me get that. How are we to get through this door? It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. You've been doused in oil. You must steer clear of fire. Then I shall remain by your side.
should have set me sights lower. Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
All I've got left of my
Fridays
Metza.
are not here.
Fancy a gander?
Fine, where's
I end up feeling like a day of rest. Need to go explore.
My back's so stiff after lunch.
Everyone's as tired
Can't
as
put
I
a
am.
price on peace and quiet. What business have you?
Changed since I was a girl.
Much to do. I always
Well met. One day.
No hurry to leave.
I fancy a kid. I'm sure I am.
One can see well into the distance from here. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Where to now? Always hustle and bustle.
I'm in no hurry to leave. Go on, have a look.
The monster's really scary. I've never seen one.
Why are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening.
Do you shop often? I'm rather unfamiliar with the market, as 'twere. This begs consideration. Do you shop?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. It is not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
What have I done to deserve this?
This is an outrage!
Always another errand to see to.
Oh, Metza. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
In the mood to stir up trouble today.
Crowns and politics
What
are
should
no
I get
concern
up
of mine.
to today?
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. Welcome.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
This really is fun craftsmanship.
Hoi, friend. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report? With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Outstanding. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
All this quiet makes me come more anxious.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
Can't expect to fare so well every day. Now you've done it.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it.
You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Can I? Do come again.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it should...
Tis good to be busy. What?
Oh, not take that from a guest.
Time to catch myself up on the talk around town.
Now, where was I headed?
I don't know what to do. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever. I'm sure you'll find the pretty... Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. These should say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you all you have to do. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone for true? I'll be waiting. Oh, I can't find a silver stone any. Oh, just say, aren't you curious? Well, I'll tell you. Not to say I'm unhappy. I want to tell them. Oh, it's so Oh, it's so... Oh, it's so shiny. Oh...
May the people find succor in these troubles.
Where to now? Well met, sir.
Flowers seem to fly when I'm here. If it were up to me, I'd never leave.
Go on, have a look. Work as late as I used to anymore.
All day here.
Living's
Ain't
odd.
nothing but trouble,
Dreams free, I say.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant
What
those
should I
less
do?
fortunate some salvation.
What to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, I was hoping you'd say that. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of. Boy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. See... Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough. Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough. Come for...
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual.
Living's odd.
I don't like this place at all.
Enough for one day.
Headache's driving me up the
Arms, arms for the poor. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? Many thanks. May fortune. Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. May. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the Malcolm, this building's vet. Might I impose on you?
Let us begin by gathering information.
Say, I've noticed you walking. If I were you, I'd pay a visit. The place is full of
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I fear I know so little of this world.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really...
We'd best report back.
Vaults, you say? But you mention rubble, aye? Then come. I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this. Look there, a hole. There is naught to be. Let us make haste.
I can scarcely see a thing in the smoke. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide. Tell is, Vermin was once the Beastren Kingdom.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
Dead on my feet.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. I fear I've much to attend to. I fear I've much to... Chaos in the world begins with chaos. I fear I've much to attend.
Thanks, sir.
Got something for me?
Farming might...
This place offers a view of the sea.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Oh, well...
What would you of me?
Trouble lurking here.
I mustn't get complacent. I've need of a new skill.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Barely dragged my arse out.
What to do?
I've a book I ought to be getting back to. I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale. I've a book I ought to be getting back to. If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide. Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place. This looks as good a place as any.
It's so dull when there's nothing to
Mayhap I
do.
ought to be getting home.
Living's
Just
hard,
remember,
but
I've
dreams
somewhere
are
to be.
free, I say.
Perhaps not at the expense of my duty.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Nothing ever seems to happen around here.
I feel more welcome here than any place else.
Perfect spot for a kid.
It's past time I attended to the day's work.
I ought to act a little more cheerful.
Is it too much to hope for a helping hand?
Any chance to be alone is a welcome one.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street. Good day to you, sir.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
What's this on?
I'd best get to work. All this quiet makes me itch.
Living's hard, but free.
I'm going to go exploring.
This year's crops aren't faring so well.
I can't
One
take
day
it anymore.
stock up on the basics. I always have a look.
Hi, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I, we promised each other we'd try our hardest to make ends meet. We've been working toward that all this time. And you're saying 'tis all a lie? I don't want to believe such madness, but nor can I deny that these garments are my husband's. Pray, Tell me where you found them. I must...
Bloody early.
I don't mind.
Let's move along. Suppose that's enough for one day.
Why is my luck so rotten?
I must be grateful, but soon be heavy for them. I also have enough for a few pictures of spices. Even if you've no trouble.
Oh, what does this say?
I swear I will never met better.
Pray, take this.
Got something for me?
'Tis good to see you are well.
I've got something for you.
Perhaps you've a moment to spare.
Yeah? What it...
Shall we get some rest then? I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
I would fain ease their burdens however I can.
Bed calls and I shan't resist.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
In it now. No sense getting cold feet.
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened here? A couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her own life after killing him. I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine Selena doing such a thing, let alone to her dear husband. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident. But how could that possibly have led to aught so gruesome as this?
Clean tidy. What else needs doing?
In it now. Sense getting cold feet.
Something good will come up today. I just know it. I'll treat myself. If I could, I'd never leave.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
There's got to be a way to earn.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Yeah? What is it?
Nothing more pathetic than begging
Not sure
for
what they
your life.
expect. I'm no cook, am I? Do stop and have a look? I've wares of every ilk.
What should I
How can I get more customers to shop here?
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
What can I throw in?
Dirt and roots make for poor pillows.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword.
There's always something that needs do.
Aught you need of me?
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard. Then, oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought not keep the recipient waiting.
What to do?
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I must not forget.
Out of the car. This can't happen.
An ogre is upon us! You have my protection. It is a foe worthy of caution. Not saying our vessel. fire's blade. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, so do let me know if you require a guide. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.